Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
Hi there, I'm Ralph, behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. This is a Cavalcade Quickie.
So we'll have to talk really fast.
Real fast. No, you know what? Most of our videos are, 12 to 18, 20 minutes long. And this year we're going to try to do some short little ones. Just some really basics,
instructional,
kinds of cooking things,
fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to call them Cavalcade Quickies. So we're going to try to keep them to 5 minutes or less. Good luck, right? Okay. But here's what we're going to do. You know what? There's a lot of people. It seems like everyone knows, but some people don't know how to hard boil an egg.
It's actually trickier than you would think. I get so many different. Through the years, I've heard so many different people give different opinions on what's best.
And there's a lot of theories. So you know what? I'm not saying this is the only one. I'm not even going to say it's the best one. This is the one I use. So whenever I'm making hard-boiled eggs for deviled eggs, or to put in potato salad or egg salad, or sometimes
just
I just
salad.
like a hard-boiled egg in the morning for breakfast. Sometimes this is how I do.
Or to make a spinach salad.
Right. So I've got 7 eggs here left in my carton. I'm going to hard boil all of them. Here's the one thing I like to start with. Not eggs that are ice cold out of the fridge. I took these out of the fridge about 35-40 minutes ago, Ralph, and opened the carton up and kind of let them come up to room temperature.
I see also that you have a very deep pan. I think that's essential.
Yes, a very deep saucepan. And here's the thing. You want to cover the eggs with water at least 1 inch above the surface of the egg, okay? So don't just cover them like that. Let it go. You want to put about another inch of water over the top of the eggs.
Here's another quick handy
like so.
Handy tip is if the egg floats to the surface, throw it away.
Exactly.
Because air got in it.
Exactly. If an egg's floating, it's a bad egg. We've met a few bad eggs in our day.
Luckily not too many.
All right, I'm going to bring this up to a boil, okay? Once it comes up to a boil, we'll be back and I'll show you what the next step is. So again, deep saucepan, start with room temperature eggs, cover with water 1 inch above, and then put it on the stove and bring it up to a boil.
What could be easier?
All right. Check it out, Ralph. It just came up to a boil.
It usually takes, about 4 or 5 minutes?
Yeah, it depends on how. This is a pretty fast electric burner here, but yeah, it takes about maybe 4 minutes to bring this up to a boil. We're going to let this boil for about a minute, okay?
So do you bring the heat down?
Well, I am now. It doesn't need to be on full blast because it's achieved its boil. So I took it off a high, and it's kind of on medium high right now just to maintain the boiling.
Okay, so another minute.
Yeah. And then, while that's boiling, I got a bowl here. I'm going to make an ice bath, okay? And to do that, we need some ice cubes. Because once we take the eggs out of the pan there, we want to bring them immediately down to a cool. So we're going to get this ready.
Do you run cold water on them before putting them in the ice bath?
No, I'll put cold water in here. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to shut this down. So bring it up to a boil for a minute, turn the heat off, put your cover on. 12 minutes on your clock.
Oh.
Okay? And then we'll transfer them into ice cold water. That will shut the cooking time off. Now you had mentioned that you'd heard something about a trick.
Yeah, I was going to secretly mention that my trick that I've heard was to put a little vinegar in the water while it's boiling to ensure that the shell separates from the egg more easily. But I don't know if that's actually, an old wives' tale or actually works. If I think of it, I'll do it. I don't always do it, but I can't really tell that there's that much of a difference.
Ralph, it's been 12 minutes, okay? So
of cooling in the hot water?
It's been sitting in the hot water here.
Do you know how to make holy water?
How?
Boil the hell out of it.
I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize.
Especially on a Sunday.
Okay. So here's what we're doing. Take a slotted spoon.
Yes, I think I see that. I think that's very wise.
And we're going to put, this water is really cold, right? It's ice water. And we're going to just put these
Transfer
eggs gently, one at a time,
after
into the
they've
cold
cooked,
water.
After they've kind of cooked for 12 more minutes in the heated water.
Yes, so what we're going to do is we're going to let these sit in this ice bath. Let them sit in there a good 15 minutes. Ralph, these eggs have been in here 15 or 20 minutes.
Nice and cooled off.
Yeah, they're good and cooled now. We're going to take them out. I'm just going to transfer them to this bowl here, carefully. And then I'll keep these in the fridge so that they'll stay nice and cool. And we'll have hard-boiled eggs at the ready.
So you don't need to leave them in water or anything, just
No, just this whole thing is really just
to cool them down.
That's all. So then, of course, we can take a look here. Let me just pick one at random. So at the bottom of the egg, there's always a little air gap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just natural.
The larger bottom.
Yes, the larger bottom. So I always
not the pointy top at the bottom.
Right.
There's always a bit of a gap.
That, and then you'll get the egg, and you see how nice this peel comes off. Look at that.
I like how it comes off in chunks, almost like you could almost get it off in like one or two shell tries.
And then I'm just gonna dab the egg. It's still a little moist.
Mm-hmm.
And get a
nice sharp knife
here, and we will give a little
side action. Okay.
Whoop there. But look at how nice that is. Some people boil the eggs like crazy, and what that will happen is, you ever see like a gray rim around the yolk?
Yes.
Where it's kind of, or dark green or greenish.
Gross.
Well, it doesn't affect the taste.
I know.
But that's from overcooking it.
Aesthetically, it's not as pleasing.
So you can see how nice this is. The yolk is completely cooked. See?
I would eat that with a little salt.
Anyways.
Or plain if you're shoving it in my face.
Thank you for being a part of this Cavalcade Quickie. Best way, or at least our way, to make a hard-boiled egg. Thanks for being a part of it. See you next time.
Hope you learned something.
Bye.
Bye.